What's going on, everybody? This is Patrick from Porter's Unboxings, as you know. And today, guys, I'm going to be doing my review of the A&E biography and the WWE Rivals episode of Rey Mysterio and Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero. Oh, those episodes hit me hard because, as you know, I even have a hat of Rey Mysterio. Guys, Rey Mysterio is my favorite WWE superstar of all time. It goes Rey Mysterio, Undertaker, and Edge. So to have those three biographies in season 2 of Legends, and if you don't know what Legends is, it's a documentary on like most wrestlers on A&E. So to have the first episode be Undertaker, and then a few episodes later be Edge, and then not the last episode, but the episode last night to be Rey Mysterio, great. This is probably one of the best episodes I've seen besides the Undertaker one. So, okay, my dream autograph is a Rey Mysterio and also a Eddie Guerrero autograph. So hopefully I can get those one day. But let's get into this. Everyone teared up during those 2 episodes. I did, and I know you did. I'm still like getting like water back into my eyes because, man, that was hard. Guys, I still watch the Guerrero when his episode on Raw, the tribute to Guerrero, and I still ball up. I still watch his Hall of Fame speech with Chris Benoit, Chavo, and Ray. I still tear up. So to watch this, I just let all my emotions out. So let's get into this. Guys, these were probably the best 2 episodes I've ever seen. So Rey Mysterio on his A&E biography and being WWE's biggest underdog success. Yes, starting at the age of 15 years old, he's in a wrestling ring. So, and he debuted July 25th, 2002. And this is when, like in WCW, they had a match. Rey Mysterio versus Kevin Nash for the mask. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But after you take off that mask, you're done with the mask. Like that's what Ray said. So to have all these vignettes in 2002 pop up, it was very strange to see the mask come back. But as you know, I started in 2010, so the mask was back for me. Success took sacrifice, and unwaveringly prevents and winning over audiences using high-flying innovations through the ring of Mexico, ECW, WCW, and WWE, helping guide Dominic Mysterio. The two made history as the first father-son tag team. So his real name is Oscar, his first name. What stands out to you guys during the documentary? So for me, the fans have known Rey Mysterio for only the WWE career up until now. Over 20 years, he has got the chance to see the work that has been put into his 32-year career. I think it's very detailed. Yes, it is. It's very detailed to see the man who he was when he was 15. Guys, he's 47, about to turn 48 years old. This man has done it all. And his first match was back in 1989 when he was 14, actually. And we finally got to meet Mysterio's mom and dad. So that was very nice to see. Angie dropped out of medical school to help pay for Rey Mysterio's journey. Guys, they were living under a ring because they ran out of money. And then Angie dropped out of medical school to pay for all the things. She dropped out of medical school. She dropped out of medical school to help me pursue my dream. The sacrifices we all made to where we are right now. She was there for my first match. We celebrated together. We're living an incredible life. So, this is from TV Insider. If you guys want the source, it will be down in the description. You talk in the documentary about what Guerrero meant to you and how hard his passing hit. Guys, like I said, we all were tearing up during the Guerrero segments, and this is coming from me. First of all, I really enjoyed that they included Guerrero in the documentary. I don't even care if it's an interview from 2003 to 2004 or 2003 or 2004. Guerrero was in that documentary. It was fantastic. So, and I really like how they went in not really in depth with his death, but how Mysterio got to the arena and said a WWE truck driver or the talent, just like the ring crew said, did you hear about Eddie? And no, what? Eddie passed away this morning. November 13th, 2005. So he jetted a plane and he got to the hotel room and he just kneeled to Eddie and kissed his hand and kissed his forehead and all that. So I'm gonna read this. You talk in the documentary about what Guerrero meant to you and how hard his passing hit. How was it for you to relive those dark times? Anytime I have to talk about Eddie, is very emotional. It tears me up. The fact that he's no longer here. Guys, he passed away at 38 years old. He could just imagine how many matches he could have had in like 2006. I believe, because I hear it, if Guerrero didn't pass, it would have been Guerrero versus Michaels at WrestleMania 22. But I don't know. I always put in consideration what if he was here? I was very thankful for having the opportunity to have to know him on a personal level and a professional level. And for the friendship and brotherhood that we created. I always like to go back to that day we were in San Diego. He came over and slept at my house. My wife went to bed, and me and him were in the backyard. I heated up the jacuzzi, and we were just talking about life. It was a very special moment for me. It made me appreciate having him as a friend and a brother. And then to talk about how WCW happened, removal of the mask, calling him, I think let's see, I don't really know what they called him, because, hold on, the Giant Killer. He defeated Kevin Nash, Bam Bam Bigelow, Scott Norton, Lex Luthor, and then in 2002 he got his mask back. But let's just go. Thank you. Then you came to WWE wearing the mask. Like Paul Heyman said, it would have been stupid for Rey not to come in with the mask. I think that was a special moment. The vision of the little guy fighting a big guy was still believable. He would face the Great Khali, Big Show, Kane, and Taker. Matches that possibly you would never think happen if WCW haven't given me the opportunity to wrestle bigger guys. But still, this documentary was uplifting, sad, and guys, I just love Mysterio to death. I would love to pass the mask on to my son, like it was passed on to me by my uncle. I would love to see him one day when it's time to hang up the mask, or pass it on the Mysterio to my son and have it continue. So this documentary sums up your career, but you're still competing regularly and able to pass on your knowledge to Dominic as a tag team. What's the ideal way you see yourself riding off into the sunset? So that's what I just said. Like, pass on the mask to him. And he had his mask from his uncle, so it was very uplifting to see. And talking about the 20-year celebration that they just had on Raw like a couple months ago. And then we get in, so a very great episode on the Legends side. We learned a lot of how Mysterio overcame challenges in WCW, getting to use weapons in ECW with Paul Heyman by his side. And we got to hear about the death of Pedro. No, that's not it. Yeah, Pedro Ramirez. In 2015 when he was doing that match in Mexico. So that was very good to hear, because we didn't really hear about that like right after it happened. Like we heard about it, but then it just like went away in thin air, because he returned to WWE in 2018 at the Royal Rumble being number 27. Yes, I am a Rey Mysterio fan. I know everything about Rey in his WWE career. The best match of his career is with Guerrero. First off, in WCW at Halloween Havoc in 1997, Mask versus Title, and at SummerSlam 2005, the custody of Dominic. I am getting to that match. So it was very nice to see that. Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio on-screen rivalry was a real fight between two of the most charismatic and successful luchadors in the sports entertainment history. Both Rey and Eddie pushed the boundaries of storytelling both inside and outside the ring. From his groundbreaking matches to the compelling storyline with Dominic, Rey's son, Freddie Prinze Jr., Kevin Nash, Natalya Neidhart, Bayley, and John Bradshaw Layfield participate in a roundup discussion to analyze this emotional journey. So, another great episode. I can't say anything bad about this episode because still, emotions, guys. Dominic said in like an interview for the episode, his teachers would pull them aside because, well, first of all, to go backwards, so Rey like brought Dominic to the side and said, you don't have to go to school. You don't have, because you'll be with us. You'll be with your Uncle Eddie and me for the storyline. So you don't have to go to school and you'll get paid. So he said yes. And the weirdest part for me, I didn't know this, but it was Guerrero's idea to do this storyline because it came out with his book when he was off WWE until like 2000 to 2001, and then he came into WWE in 2002. So when he was off the road, he wrote this book. He wrote Cheating Death and Stealing Life, and this is what the cover looks like if you guys don't have it. Well, the first thing is that picture, so that's great. And then I just love this picture in 2004 when he defeated Brock Lesnar. So this is what the front cover looks like. Cheating Death, Stealing Life, the Eddie Guerrero story. It was also a documentary put out in 2004. And in the book, he had a relationship with somebody else during the time, I think. So they just put that into the storyline. Like, he would have a relationship with Angie, Rey's wife, and Rey didn't know anything about that. And Dominic would be their son, be Guerrero's son, because of how tall he was and how Rey short was, and like that's like saying like, okay, this is real. Knowing me, like back in 2010, I didn't know that this was planned, faked, storylined, and like fixed. So knowing me, I'm going back on the WWE Network in like 2014, about 4 years later to rewatch this stuff. I'm like saying, in 2012, 2013, I kind of got the gist of it. It was storylined. But going back on the WWE Network, going back to 2005 and like mid-June or late, no, because it, early April, they had the first time ever, really, two tag team partners going head to head in the opening match of WrestleMania 21. And then, okay, so then we get all that done. And then the teachers would pull Dominic aside, like, are you okay? What's going on at home? And all that. Because he was never in school during this time for, I think, about, like, 2 or 3 months. And, like, they even said about the teachers, like, the teachers would watch this all conspire on TV. So to hear that, and to get Dominic's side of the story about this rivalry, all doing this with him, was very nice and touching to see. And then the shirt, I am your puppy. So to see that, if was incredible. And the last about like 3 minutes of it, they go to Guerrero's grave, and Rey, all I can say about that is Eddie Guerrero, Viva la Raza, Latino Heat, is proud of you and is proud of Dominic. Yeah, so here's the shirt right here. Right there. I'm your puppy, Eddie Guerrero. Great shirt. And then, like, after Guerrero's passing, it really hit Rey, like, super hard, like all of us. Going back, like I said, I can't even watch the celebration, the tribute to Eddie, without shedding a tear. Like, Rey and Eddie, for two of my favorites, they come as a they come as a package deal. So it's, guys, if you didn't get to watch the episode, hopefully you don't have to wait for the DVD. I hope that they come on DVD like real soon, but you can watch it like tomorrow or today or next week. I think around 5 p.m. on A&E. And then to go around the full circle about this, Rey Mysterio lasted 62 minutes and 42 seconds in the Rumble, from number 2. And then to look up in the sky and see Guerrero. Guerrero is proud of you, Rey. He is. And then to have the custom gear for WrestleMania 38 against Logan Paul and The Miz. Fantastic. And then the Rivals episode was just as good. I believe better than the documentary. Well, not as better, but great nonetheless. Rey Mysterio and us lost a great soul a brother in the WWE universe, because if Guerrero was still alive, he would still be winning, would probably still be, I can't talk, I'm so sorry, he would still be winning championships and probably working backstage. Dude, just imagine how higher he would be right now. Guys, he defeated Brock Lesnar in 2004 at No Way Out at this pay-per-view. Here. And I think this was the only time they actually fought, like, on pay-per-view. Though, dude, just imagine right now, Brock Lesnar versus Eddie Guerrero right now, like in 2000, back 12 years ago, in 2010, 2011, 2012, when Brock faced Cena. Like, imagine Eddie Guerrero versus AJ Styles. Imagine Guerrero versus Bryan Danielson. Back when Bryan Danielson was in WWE. But guys, did you enjoy the episode? Because I did. To see Rey Mysterio going from nothing to being the superstar he is today. Seeing Guerrero in the biography, doing interviews, that broke my heart as well, and also, like, inspired it. And then in the Rivals episode, to see him at his grave, saying Dominic would be proud. You would be proud of Dominic, and seeing the man he became, and is becoming, being the first ever father-son tag team champions. Rey Mysterio has done a lot. And just to, like, see, like, Guerrero's passing, and then this broke me even more. Like, Guerrero at Rey at Guerrero's funeral, his mom gave him, like, a cross, and he put it in Guerrero's casket. And then at the 2006 Royal Rumble, it's actually right here, he dedicated the Rumble to Guerrero himself. And guys, I know you loved the documentary. I enjoyed it. And we all teared up, but Rey Mysterio is one of my favorites, and one of my favorite luchadors to ever come out of the business. And I can't wait to see him live again when we go to a wrestling show again, because I saw him live in 2010, live this year, at the Rumble. And guys, I hope you love this review of the biography, the Rivals episode. So my favorite matches from their career were from Halloween Havoc. Guys, this started in September of 1997. The Mask versus the title. So I love that match. October 26th, 1997. And in the ladder match for the custody of Dominic, August 21st, 2005. And guys, just this is Guerrero all over it for wanted for lying, cheating, and stealing. Eddie Guerrero, you are truly missed every day. We know, and you are giving heaven a little Latino heat. Latino heat, baby. Viva la Raza, Latino heat. Eddie Guerrero, you are one of the greatest, and you will never be missed because of Rey Mysterio and your fans. Guys, this documentary is probably one of the best that I've seen this year besides Taker and Edge. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this little breakdown of the 2 episodes. And people are still wondering, is Guerrero really Dominic's father? We don't know. Although we do know it's Rey, but like they're still they're still saying it on Raw when they can. Is Guerrero Dominic's father? It's story time with Eddie Guerrero. I want to tell you a little bedtime story, Dom. So, these 2 episodes were, again, I'm sorry I keep saying this, but these 2 episodes were incredible. And now I'm going to go be watching Smack Talk. So, I hope you guys enjoyed these 2 episodes as much as I did. I hope you guys let out a little tear for Eddie and the journey that Rey has come and the legend that he's become, because he is a future Hall of Famer. And so, guys, this has been Patrick from Pours Unboxings. I hope you enjoyed the episodes, and I'm out. Peace.